I went to one of the best origami events in the world, and today we are going to explore how 5 days of origami can change your life. Hundreds of folders gather here each year, but the most powerful thing I learned was about people, not paper. So let's take a look at how the 5 days unfolded. Day 1, friends. Day 2, competition. Day 3, instruction. Day 4, insanity. And day 5, community.
We got some people in my hotel room right now. There's actually a great paper, but what's not great, I messed it up. Hold on.
This Wagyu slider ended the most unexpected first day, the travel day. Travel days are normally uneventful, but this one was different. Getting into the city took forever, but a group of us were able to make it in time to grab pre-convention dinner together. What happened after was a perfect start to the event.
All right, we got some friends in my hotel room right now, and it's because we actually have a pretty good table here, but what's not great is this paper. Let's have a quick zoom. Where's a good one? Where's a good one? Isn't it back there? I think it's high. Oh, here we go, here we go.
The gunshot?
Yeah, there's some gunshot wounds here for this paper, but it's for a cool collab with Dex and Neil. And Greg's hanging out. And who else is hanging out? We actually got Origami Dan represent, observing this chaotic paper. There's New York City. Great way to start off the first day of convention.
It was a long day, but there was one big issue. I was still hungry. Thankfully, New York is the city that never sleeps, so I went hunting for a late night snack with a view. I stumbled upon a place called Dear Irving. The waitress recommended items with pickles, so I had a pickle drink and a Wagyu slider. Both items were exactly what I needed to end the night. And while we're on the topic of food, I find it to be a crucial element of the Origami Convention outside of folding. So I'm going to rate my meals throughout each day. Dear Irving starts strong with a 7 out of 10. It's Friday at the convention where the energy is at its peak, and I get to start by taking you somewhere most attendees never get to see. I co-lead the exhibition, and we start setup super early. That might not seem attractive, but trust me, it's so rewarding. But before I show you that, I need to get myself set for the day, so I take a walk to my favorite bagel shop, Broad Nosh. If you have never experienced a real New York bagel, you are missing out. This day, I treated myself to an egg and cheese bagel with salmon lox, onions, and capers. Bagel is a solid 9 out of 10. Exhibition setup involves getting the tables ready, planning the layout, and setting up the Origami by Children gallery.
And I had these awesome volunteers. We got Ani, Natalia, Greg, and Josh, as well as Neil and Dex, who aren't here, but they helped set up this awesome 2 tables full of OBC models. We'll go over all of these a bit later. There's some really cool stuff.
Now that everything is prepared, we let the artists start setting up their tables, starting with our special guest. Now, I'm going to show you the amazing exhibition soon, but first, let me introduce this year's special guest, starting with Maria. Maria is known best for her modular origami and 3D geometric designs. She has multiple models in various publications and in exhibitions worldwide. When you look at her designs, you'll notice an elegance, and this is enabled by her background in mathematics. Second, we have Nicola Terry, a true pioneer of complex origami that goes beyond his own folds. Nicola owns and runs Origami Shop, the largest origami store and book publisher for hundreds of complex designers. He also hosts an origami convention in Lyon, France that directly caters towards the complex origami folders. There are not many other people who have dedicated so much to expanding complex origami for the world as him, so it was a great honor getting to hang out and talk about the future of origami. Speaking of complex origami, can you guess what this sheet will become? We'll track the progress throughout this vlog with a grand reveal of the finished model.
So, like always, me and Chris are doing a collaboration, but this is not it. We actually, haven't even started yet, and we're about to flip a coin to see what we're gonna fold.
All right, option 1, Sony on the lens cap will be a medieval person and a contemporary person. Option 2, the back of the lens cap will be a contemporary man and a contemporary woman. And so now we're gonna flip it and see what happens. Contemporary. Let's do it. Okay.
Y'all know that I love the origami community and want to provide opportunities to reward them for progressing origami. This time around, I chose competition as the main driver for this effort. I want to give a huge shout out to one of the OEB premium members, Robert, who sold me some origami book grails to give away at the convention. He gave me a discount so that these books could land in the hands of eager folders who will use them, and let me tell you, they definitely did.
A jumping frog battle between Greg and Ani. That's right. So, you're gonna tap to fold a frog, whether it's looking it up if you remember or not, and whoever gets it in first wins the book. 3, 2, 1, start.
Yeah, this one with the thicker paper.
We got a crowd.
Shoot vote.
Good job.
Shift that way a little bit. Grant, you always
Might have to triple up.
Both frogs are jumping for victory.
Greg wins! What a shot!
Replay.
Congratulations, Greg. You won potential origami. Greg got this, Adi. Good stuff, good stuff. Round of applause. We are giving away this book to one of these lucky competitors. So the next game will be folding a crane blindfolded, and the first person to win wins this book. 3, 2, 1, start. First one to fold the crane wins.
Getting to the crease. I don't know what I'm doing. Do it.
Mine's good.
Wow. Well, you're not going to win any prizes for nice things.
I got it. We have to thin the two parts, right? I got it.
All right, we have one. We have a winner. Let's go, Nathan. That's good. Let's go. Congratulations. And today, Nathan was the fastest. Congratulations on your new book. The next challenge to win Origami Nature Study will be to fold a paper airplane and hit Dex while he's working over there. Now, dude!
I just got that.
Good throw, man. Congrats.
Let's go, dude. I'm so happy.
These competitions were all hosted by me, but because I had too many books to give away, I also sponsored a prize for one of Origami USA's hosted events, the Paper Plane Contest. Which book would you want to win if you were into competition? That was a question for the winner of the second competition I was hosting at the same time as the Origami Convention, the OBB folding competition. This competition is focused on rewarding the best folders around the world. It is a paid entry which has helped pay emerging origami creators thousands of dollars. This is my solution to increasing the return on investment for diagrams in a digital age. Origami creators get paid for their work, and folders get the chance for their art to be viewed by their favorite designers. Thank you to everyone who supported this effort, and if you are still interested in buying a book, click the link below. Day 2 was packed, but this is the moment I'll remember. This is Rishabh, a folder from India and a winner of one of my challenges. He traveled all this way and brought me a gift from home. How cool is that? Thanks, Rishabh. It's class day, and today proved it. Cute can be technical, and complex can be teachable. Let me show you both. Before I reveal what I taught, let me show you the class I took. This was a class by a special guest, Nicola Terry, and we folded his cute ghost. There's just something so special about origami that is extremely cute. Now, what models did I teach? A dragon, a corrugation, and a cute pyramid head. The Pocket Darkness Dragon in collaboration with Tadashi Mori was my most complex class, but I was impressed that nearly everyone was able to complete the model. Next was a giant curveball to what I normally make, the Shuriken Trunk. This complex geometric model was inspired by Yaroslav, who specializes in these corrugated trunks. Do you want to learn this too? Comment trunk, and if there's enough, it will be my next tutorial. Last was my cutest class, the Chibi Pyramid Head. Any Silent Hill fans out there? What makes this design special is that it is based on a 30-degree kite base, an uncommon structure for figure models. After all that teaching, I needed a big refill, and what better place to do that than Gallagher Steakhouse? This might be a hot take, but generally the food around Times Square where the convention is mid. However, there are diamonds in the rough amongst all the tourist traps, and Gallagher's is one of them. I chose the lunch special prime rib dip, and this was the best decision I have ever made. I've had my fair share of high quality beef, including A5 Wagyu, and I can firmly say that this is the best prime rib dip. Melt in your mouth is an understatement. $27 might seem like a lot for a sandwich, but compared to all the other $30 sandwiches in the area, getting thinly sliced dry-aged prime ribeye like this is a steal. Here's the first 10 out of 10 of the trip. Now that I have you drooling from that lunch, let me make you drool harder with the best origami in the States. And that is why the exhibition is my favorite area of the convention. My exhibit was pretty special. Let me break it down further. After years of exhibiting, I can confirm that I have the safest travel method for my origami. Last year's transport boxes were a bit inefficient, but I found a way to make exoskeletons for each piece to fit in these boxes. And if you're watching closely, you'll notice that not all of these models are from me. This year I had Origami by Boyce and the Collection by Boyce, something this convention has never seen. The rarest pieces I brought were Fernando Chura's Tortoise from Bolivia, Mabel by Paper Forger from Australia, and the Velociraptor skeleton by Fish Folder, who is a prodigy of origami that sadly no longer folds. If I didn't bring these models, there's a good chance that people would have never seen these in person. On my side of the exhibit were some new and old models. My two classics were Head Empty and a freshly painted Square Twist Samurai. The new models were from my video game Night series, Wilder from Elden Ring Night Rain, Rathalos armor from Monster Hunters, and Legion armor from Oblivion. Which model was your favorite?
So we are all done with pre-creasing. It is time to collapse. Let's do it.
Day 4 is the peak day of the convention, and of course, I must fuel myself for the insanity to come. Today's breakfast was at Cafe Aroma, the best cafe and coffee within a block of the hotel where you'll find fair prices and good pastries. I had the cinnamon roll and sausage with egg sandwich. While it's not as good as the bagel spot, it's a lot closer of a walk. 7 out of 10. What happens when you hand a team a 9-foot square and say go? Absolute madness. Welcome to Oversized Folding, the main event of Sunday at the convention. And before we check out the crazy folds, I want to introduce 2 stars of the show, Ari and Zach, who came with folders from the Arizona Origami Society. These 2 are some of the youngest complex folders I have ever met. They not only fold at a high level, but teach at their local meetings. That is so incredible for their age. At Oversized, they folded a giant mouse by Oriol Esteve and a tiny one to compare it to. My camera couldn't even capture how small it was. Big shout out to the Arizona Origami Society for nurturing a great community of folders. Let's check out some of the other crazy oversized origami.
And what do we got going on here? What are y'all folding? Yeah? Wow. Let's see, what are y'all folding over here?
Swordfish.
Swordfish.
Along very nicely, actually.
All right, looking good.
Design.
That's right. Full natural.
Reinforcing this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then just feet. Oh, look what we got here. Very nice. I see we have Team Josh over here with the life-size halibut.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Our team name is Big Ass Fish.
I like that. What do we got going on here?
Just a double head folders.
Awesome. From the photo diagram.
Yeah.
You didn't want to do the full thing? Just the head?
Yeah, just a head.
Yes.
45 minutes.
All right, what do we got going on here?
Hello, boys.
Peacock. What's up, Michael? How's it going? Got a good squad over here. Wow, you guys are fast. Wow. It is turning into a mouse very quickly. I can see it. We got the ears, we got the mouth, we got the tail.
Okay, go to the
I came just in time.
I find it's best if it's diagonal on you because it'll.
There you go.
See nothing.
So look at this oversized fold.
Let's shuffle over there sideways.
Another round of applause. And
The official event is only around an hour long, but there's plenty of extra giant paper for people to play with after. This led to the most impressive giant fold I've ever seen.
You're not gonna believe what was made from the extra oversized paper. That's right, Grim Reaper. Let's get a close up on the skull. Oh my goodness. This is actually insane. Right now we got Maple Syrup who helped fold this, but this is one of the craziest folds I've ever seen with the oversized paper. That's crazy.
To end off such a crazy day, I took a stroll across the street for dessert. Venchi is conveniently located right next to the hotel, and they have some fantastic gelato. 8 out of 10. Today was defined by the community. One conversation changed how I think about Origami's future, and the Chris and Boyce collab reveal proves why we're stronger together. To start, let me highlight Butterfingers and Lucas, who helped print out Origami Dan Discord flyers and tags to decorate members at the con. If you don't know what Origami Dan is, it is the world's largest online collective of young origami folders and designers. The conversations, resources, and events are unmatched by any other origami group. This was the first convention where our presence was on full display as the flyers and tags showed everyone how strong the members are. In the past, there were people who told me they doubted some of the influence I had in bringing people to the convention, but this affirmed my efforts and made me proud of my community. In addition to experiencing the community at the convention, I got to meet people who are responsible for building it. This is Michelle, who helps lead Chicago Origami, and this is Brian Chan, who many of you already know. We discussed what a golden future of origami might look like and what efforts we can do now to achieve that. Previously, I had thought to only expand outwards, getting non-folders interested, applying to sponsors outside of origami companies, and making viral videos. However, this conversation showed me how valuable it would be to work internally where our community is already strong. While still rare, there are many local groups across the world. What if we united them, had a simple strategy to get funding, and then used that to normalize meeting with other folders abroad? This is my next venture, starting with university origami clubs, so if you're a part of one, let me know, as I have already started an effort to bring those community leaders together to knowledge share and help each other out. A lot of brainpower was used for that conversation, so let me circle back to what I used to fuel that. I committed my last day's meals to my favorite places of the trip. At Broad Nosh Bagels, I got a chopped cheese, if you know you know, and a smoked sablefish with smoked salmon bagel. Another solid 9 out of 10. Next was back to Gallagher's Steakhouse, where the waiter offered me something special. Shout out to my man Danny, who served me both times and got me a special tomahawk that was normally off menu. Throughout the service, he also let me taste test some special drinks and surprised me with their cheesecake on the house. Hear me out. I normally hate cheesecake, but this one changed my entire perspective. It was one of the best balances of sweet and tart that I had ever experienced. Even after eating a full steak, you know I finished the whole cake. 10 out of 10. The convention ends with late night folding, where convention goers push their endurance levels to fold for their lives. It's so lively and fun, from on-the-spot teaching to vibing out with friends. However, me and Chris had a ticking time bomb on our hands. So, without further ado, let me present Reflections. That's definitely one of the coolest things I've ever made at a convention. And for me, late night folding didn't end the night. And I don't recommend this, but this is how I saved $200. Instead of paying for the last night at the hotel, I checked out the previous day and planned my plane flight early in the morning. Because of this, I could go directly from late night folding to the airport. Unfortunately, I miscalculated the time of my flight and got to the airport 3 hours early. Thankfully, I have access to airport lounges for free and got my last meal of the trip. Just look at this spread of pastries, bacon, and a smoked salmon scramble. Flavor-wise, it's around a 6 out of 10 since it's still airport food, but because it's free and unlimited, it makes it taste a little bit better. 7 out of 10. While I enjoy this lounge, I want to leave y'all with one final thought. From watching my experience, would a convention change your origami life? If so, what's stopping you, and what are you gonna do to overcome that?
All this origami got me going Kamikaze.